go. This is episode 17. How's it going, Rob?
Hey, how are
I'm doing okay. So,
you?
brought you on this podcast to talk about your band, but we can talk about whatever you want,
Sick.
really. So, I know we were talking about that you're telling me about a silent movie, Begotten.
Yeah,
It's like, where do you know where it came from?
not off the top of my head.
No.
No, it's something I was
Where did
into
you
when I
find
was
it?
like 16, 17.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some friend showed it to me. We watched it in the dark in my apartment.
Oh,
Uh,
smoked some weed, watched a silent
yeah,
movie.
pretty much. It was a weird time in my life, so it was just kind of perfect timing.
Awesome.
Now that I remembered it, because I don't know what made me think of it, but it's never the first topic on my mind.
Right.
But I think I want to watch that shit on mushrooms.
But yeah, I was thinking that you showed me a few clips of it, and I was like, damn, if I
Yeah,
watch
that's
this
just
on
it's
mushrooms,
just
I'd
like the first 5 seconds of the intro scene. So it just gets weirder. You're
I'm
like, oh,
sure,
what the
dude.
fuck is going on?
Like people wearing masks and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weirder than that,
Dude,
man.
if I was on mushrooms, I'd take that shit way too seriously.
Yeah, you'd probably. I don't know. It's probably not a good idea. I would recommend that if you're gonna watch a movie on mushrooms, that you watch Total Recall because that shit is fucking
Dude,
hilarious.
that's a good idea.
Like, it's not even like a cool movie at that point when you're on shrooms. It's just fucking hilarious.
I haven't seen that movie since high school, so
Dude,
that'd be a good one.
I don't know why I had never seen it before, but the first time I ever watched it, it was like 2 years ago.
The original?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Arnold. Yeah, and yeah, I was just like sunk into the couch, like tripping balls, and like we put it on. Oh man, it saved me. It was fucking fantastic experience. I think probably one of my favorites in my whole life as far as watching movies.
That's awesome. I'll have to try that out.
Yeah,
Some
I had a
Arnold
ball.
movies on mushrooms. That sounds cool.
Yeah,
I bet Terminator would be fucking sweet too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I don't know if it was as cool as it was funny. Because I could not stop laughing. At that shit.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of cheesy parts to it. You don't really notice when you're that
Have
sober.
you seen After Earth?
Who's
The
in that?
Will Smith movie? Will
No.
Smith and his son. They're both in the same movie.
Oh, I
It's an
believe
M.
it.
Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh boy.
It's really bad, dude. They go to Earth 1,000 years later. They go back to Earth, and all the animals have evolved to kill humans. It's
Wow.
like the dumbest plot.
No way.
And
That's
they crash
crazy.
land, of course, and
Shit.
he has to like climb a volcano to like get signal for the emergency beacon. He's like getting chased by some animal. It's
I
like,
can just assume that it's
oh,
all
man.
really shitty CGI.
Yeah. I was in the Navy at the time, and me and my buddy, we bought a half pint of Jack each, and I had huge cargo pockets. I just snuck both of them, like one on each side of my cargo pockets, into the theater. We just got slowly like more and more drunk. Well, it wasn't slow actually, because we just half and half
Rapid
our large
nonsense.
drinks. Like we just, half Jack, half Coke in a large cup. Damn, that movie was hilarious.
Dude, sometimes movies are better when you're fucked up. And most times.
Most Will Smith movies, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't remember the last Will Smith movie that was
iRobot's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. Well, that was a long time ago. I kind of forgot
Hey,
about
that's.
that one.
I mean, there's some good ones out
Yeah,
there. Like,
there are. But then there's the Wild Wild West.
oh yeah, dude, I heard he actually turned down the Neo in the Matrix. He turned down that role to do Wild Wild West.
Good for him.
Yeah, I'm glad he did.
I think that's
The
more.
Matrix would not have been so near to my heart.
Yeah. Well, I had to watch that shit growing up, so I don't know.
I don't know. I thought Keanu Reeves did a great job.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of like that. Dude. That's cool.
Will Smith as Neo, he might have been all right, but I feel like he would have been too much like the Men in Black
Dude.
kind of goofy ass shit.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves is like a cool dude. He like rides motorcycles and shit.
That's all it takes.
Dude, he's sick,
Ride a
dude. He's like,
motorcycle.
dude, he's fucking dope, dude. That guy's a pretty wholesome dude. I've heard.
I'd hang out with Keanu Reeves.
Right? Yeah. They're getting rid of the Bill and Ted Circle K,
The
the one in Tempe
oh
where
really?
they shot that,
Yeah,
and yeah, I think they should turn it into a museum.
they should do. They should.
But nobody. That's not ever.
I don't know, man.
It'd just be, cool.
I don't know. I hate Circle K, so I'd have to disagree.
Yeah.
I wish they would all go away.
Well, yeah. I don't know if anything better is gonna come out of it. So.
You know, my uncle was in that movie.
Really?
Bill and Ted. Yeah, he was.
That's funny. You're the second person to tell me that this week.
Well, when you're in Arizona, they
That's
shot
so
the movie
funny.
in Arizona,
Right,
dude.
and
So.
they casted out a bunch of yeah, one of those.
But he was in the
Background
bowling
actors.
alley scene. He's in the back eating a burger.
That's sick. That's what I want to do for a
So-
living. I want to be in the background seeing a movies,
Yeah,
just
dude.
eating a cheeseburger.
You just got to be in the
That's
right
my
place.
dream job, dude. Fuck college. Get me in these fucking movies eating
Yeah,
a cheeseburger, please. Or pizza. I'll take whatever.
I might have to move to LA.
Oh, really?
Well, that's where Hollywood is.
Oh yeah. I guess you're right. You would have to do that. Sorry,
I mean,
thought I'm
or
really stoned.
get
So I thought
lucky.
you were saying you're about to move to LA. I was like, oh really?
Oh no, I'm never moving to LA.
Yeah, me either.
Never moving
Hopefully.
anywhere in California
Never say never.
unless it gets really cool really fast. Like, there's no fucking way, dude. I couldn't do it. It's too much shit I don't agree with.
Mm.
It's like, no thanks.
Yeah, it's like the highways. I don't agree with the highways out there.
I don't agree with all the people.
Bumpy ass,
Too many people.
bumpy roads out there.
They
broken
can't
my
close them,
amp
dude. They
twice.
can't. They
They've
can't even
broken my
close them
amp
to
twice.
fix them. Like, could you imagine shutting down the freeways in California to fix the bumps? Like, it couldn't be done. Just to fix them? No
Take some
thanks.
serious power. You'd have to put some serious strings.
Where would
to
all the
that.
cars go? The cars would have to be somewhere else on those days. Like, there's nowhere else for them to go. They would have to be in neighborhoods and, like,
I mean,
going down surface streets.
yeah, it would be hectic. Well, I mean,
In
it'd be
Phoenix,
like-
you can do it because it's a grid. California, they just got hills and shit, man.
I know it's like
No
a
way.
Dark Souls maze. Straight up, you're like, I'm gonna turn left here, then turn right here, and then fuck, I fell.
No,
Or I ran into a wall because in Arizona you can like get off the highway, take a left, take another left, and get back on the highway if you missed your turn or whatever.
Right.
But in California, you got to make a right at the gas station, go around the Burger King, go up this fucking hill, and then go down this little loop-de-loop thing, and then you're back on the highway going the way you came from. And it takes like 10 extra minutes.
Yeah, dude. I lived on the East Coast for a few years.
What part?
I was in Maryland for a while, and it was in kind of a nowhere town. It was like just a one road town. It reminded me of
What's it called?
Payson. It's called Patuxent River,
Okay.
or Lexington Park was like the town area, and Patuxent River was the base.
Okay, cool.
But the town only existed because the Navy base was there. There's
Oh,
a naval airfield, you know.
Yeah,
But
military
it
probably.
was pretty much about the size of Payson, and it was boring. Oh my god, there's
Yeah.
nothing to do. They installed a movie theater in that town while I was stationed there, like their first movie theater.
Yeah.
It's like, god damn, there's nothing to
I
do.
have family in this place in Colorado called Sterling, and their
Oh,
movie
yeah.
theater is from like the 20s. Dude. It's actually kind of cool, but I mean, that's like the thing to do out there is like go to the movies and then maybe go to J.C. Penney if you're feeling fancy or whatever.
Right.
They're like, it's located in like one of two counties that didn't legalize marijuana.
Oh,
And everybody else.
that's sad.
Well, I mean, it's not stopping anybody. You can still, you can,
Yeah, right.
yeah, it's really not stopping anybody.
Freaking laws.
Yeah.
Who thinks laws are gonna stop anybody?
They stop some people. Cowards. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they only stop the people that don't matter. They only stop the sheep.
Yeah. Sometimes. I mean, they stay busy doing whatever they do.
Hey man, if they made alcohol legal tomorrow or like illegal tomorrow, I would crack open a beer.
most likely a lot of people would. They'd be fucking stuck. They'd be cracking beers for the next 30 to 40
They
days.
already tried to do that.
There'd be a beer shortage. It'd be hectic.
It'd probably increase beer sales if they did that. There'd be a panic,
Yeah,
like
right.
the toilet paper
Final beer
panic.
sale.
All the shelves would be
Buy it
empty.
while you can. That would never happen.
No,
I mean, maybe.
well, they
guess
already
could.
tried it once, but I mean, I don't know. History repeats itself.
Sure does. Sure
You
does.
know, it repeats itself when people don't learn. There hasn't been a lot of that lately.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is a lot of people have to learn.
A lot.
A lot of people have to learn.
And then they have to teach it to the next generation, or else it doesn't count.
We're doomed. Hey, everybody,
Yeah,
we're doomed.
We're screwed.
Sorry.
If there even is a next generation.
Well, there will be. I mean, there's so many people on this planet.
Somewhere.
So many fuckers. Everybody's in my way on the highway because there's so many fuckers.
Yeah, dude, that's, oh man.
Everybody's all over the place.
It's getting really bad. It's getting way worse in Phoenix.
People are moving here. It's whatever. I don't really care. Just get the fuck out of my way.
They don't, though. They don't.
No,
they don't get out of your way. All they do is drive in your way.
Them. Just go around them.
Yeah. Dude, I've just been in so many close calls on the freeway lately. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like people just slamming on their brakes and people fucking almost rear-ending me and like, dude, I'm watching my rear view mirror, like holding my breath all the time. Like, oh my God.
People do drive nuts.
Dude, the other day a Charger literally like screeched and like slid over into the shoulder like to avoid me. I was like, holy shit, I almost fucking, that would have been whiplash for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
would have been, my neck would have been fucked forever. Like,
yeah,
God, just waiting. One of these days, someone's gonna take me out.
Yeah, well, I think that's coming for all of us. Hopefully.
Yeah, I just if I stay in Phoenix, it's probably gonna be on the road.
Yeah, just go get on a motorcycle.
I gotta get the fuck out of here,
right.
or I'm gonna die on the road.
Go to a small town where
everybody rides a horse
with marital suicide or whatever.
What, marital suicide? Is that a term?
All right, I just made it up, I guess. Like I said, this is the best weed I've ever gotten from the dispensary. So.
You know what strain it is? I'm gonna try to find it.
I think it's a strain called King Mamba or something like that.
King Mamba?
I don't fucking know.
That sounds pretty good.
It sounded better than any of the other shit they had, so I was like, yeah, I won't try that.
Dude, I got some on 420. I got some deal. It was like no, it wasn't 420. It was after that. It's been a month. What the fuck? I got some, and I got 2/8 of the same stuff. It was both black banana, and the first one was fucking great. It was like blowing me away. It's getting me super high. The second one was like dry, burns real quick.
Yeah.
I'm not getting high. I'm like, this come from two different plants.
Really
like, how do you know? How do you know it's the same thing? Like, they both say the same thing on the label.
It looks.
But how do you know? Like, they do different things.
Yeah. I discovered that if I sound an indica, then it gives me anxiety like a motherfucker.
Indica?
If it's not an indica.
Oh, not indica.
Yeah, if it's a sativa, I get all jittery and fucking anxious.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That's like most of my day anyways.
I don't know. It wasn't always like that, but I'm getting older. It's affecting me differently.
Dude, I have friends that don't even touch weed anymore.
I used to smoke cigarettes, but I don't really do that anymore. I never like claimed to quit because I'm not a quitter, but
I ain't no quitter.
But I had a cigarette the other day, and it was just like, I don't think I'm ever gonna do this again. I don't crave them like that anymore. So
yeah, my brother we'll see him with a cigarette every once in a while. She's like, what the fuck, man? Like,
maybe on occasion.
You didn't quit? Like, I thought you quit. And he's like, yeah, man, I quit all the time.
Yeah, Mark Twain said it best.
What was that quote again? Like, I barely remember it.
Oh, he's like, quitting cigarettes is easy. I've done it 100 times.
Oh yeah. Pretty much. It's pretty much how my brother does it. It's like, oh yeah, I quit. Like, it's so easy to quit. Like,
Yeah, you
quit
just
so many times in a row. Like
quit right after the cigarette. Start back up again.
so easy.
Yeah, it's a dangerous trap.
I never started, so I don't know.
Don't ever find out.
Fucking cigars though.
Not worth it.
Cigars. I love cigars.
Really?
Hell yeah.
That's
That shit's
even
so
worse,
good.
man.
Well, I'm not. I don't crave that shit. I don't like crave cigars. I don't like chain smoke.
Yeah,
Cigars. So
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I don't
Take
go
a
on a
couple
smoke
puffs
break
and
to
put
go
it
have a
down.
cigar like at work. I
You know
just
who Florida men like cigars?
Florida
Yeah,
makes
Florida.
sense. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Florida seems like a cigar kind of place.
I feel like it is. I
You
mean,
can be
it's like,
outside like all the time. I mean,
yeah, you can, or like on a balcony or something that looks over the beach. If you could do
yeah.
that, if
There's
you could do that, you could
like
do
there's
that.
no balconies in Florida.
Oh man, I'm fucking ripped. These
Yeah,
words
dude.
are not
A lot of
coming
golf
out right.
courses. A lot of golf courses in Florida. You could smoke cigars on golf courses.
Yeah,
And I want to get
apparently
into
they
golf.
cage their houses and cars and shit too.
They did what?
They cage, like they have like a lot of weird break-ins and shit. Certain neighborhoods, so that,
Oh, like they put like
yeah, like it's
fences on their windows and stuff.
like even like worse. They do like metal bars with like a gate like around their houses.
Yeah, dude. I don't know that. Like
I mean,
I
that's
kind of
like
like it over
home
the.
security to like a weird extent. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I
Let me
mean,
just jail myself in real quick here. Like, I don't know, dude. It's weird.
the front doors. They kind of have like a. Sometimes there's like a little front walkway that are like barred. Like a
Hmm.
fence or a bar or wall
Yeah.
or something.
I mean,
I
they
wouldn't
have
mind
those in
that.
California too,
Yeah, I mean,
but
I see them all over here.
to the extent that Florida does.
I'm sure
It's
Florida's.
kind of a crazy place, man.
Yeah, I've only been there a couple times, so
Yeah, it's a lot.
actually I went to school in like Pensacola. It was in southern Alabama, kind of.
Like high school, elementary school.
No, it was like Navy A school.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
did
yeah.
some
Okay.
aviation electrician school there,
This is the first time we've
but
met in person.
yeah,
I kind of
that's
forgot
true.
already that you were in the Navy.
Yeah, it's my hair and beard kind of don't say Navy,
Oh,
so
yeah, not quite.
yeah, it's I don't know. It's a good experience, you know. It was only 4 years though. It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
It didn't feel quick, but
No, it
it
didn't.
feels quick when I look back at it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But man,
I think about it every once in a while, like trying to, like, yeah, fuck this job, fuck this. I'm going to the military.
dude, I mean, they'll set you up for 4 years.
It's weird. I guess. Well, they don't they just like pay for everything and then they pay you on top of it.
Sort of, but you have to do what they say. So
Well, that's
yes,
any job, right?
but no, you have to do everything they say. Like you have to wear the clothes they tell you to wear.
Yeah.
You have to like shave your face every day. You have to cut your hair every couple weeks. Like you have to do everything they say. You have to look how they want you to look. Like you're government equipment now. You have to listen to the government. And if you don't, you go to jail. It's not just you get to quit and go home. Like, no, you go to fucking jail if you don't listen. Like, you signed a paper for 4 years.
That sounds horrible.
Like, unless there's something seriously
Well, thanks
fucking
for
wrong.
reminding me why I never went.
Hey, dude, you get free school at the end.
Woo!
Hey, I used it, and I don't know. I learned a
I'll
lot
just
with my
stick to
school,
what
so that's pretty cool.
I'm decent at, and I'll just install windows in random people's houses.
And like, yeah, you definitely don't need to join the Navy to go to school.
And I also can just,
But if you were gonna join the military, I would join the Air Force. If I could do it
what
again,
my grandpa did. My grandpa was 4 years Air Force.
if I could do it again, I would probably join the Air Force. If I knew I was gonna get like fucked the way I did, I never left the United States. I joined the Navy and I was in there for 4 years, and I was in Maryland for like 2.5 years,
Yeah, the Air Force still sent you like Germany and like Italy
or Arizona. You could get sent to Luke Air Force Base
or
for 4 years.
Tucson, even worse.
Tucson, what's in Tucson?
Isn't there something in Tucson?
I don't think there's Air Force in Tucson.
Maybe
There's
not.
National Guard.
Like when my grandpa was in the Air Force, he lived in Tucson. There's something out there, I think. I don't know.
I know Luke Air Force Base is like in like West Glendale.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact. But I There might be something in Tucson. There might not be, but he lived out there for some reason.
I don't know. Old people are weird, man. He probably drove
They
like
really
2 hours
are.
to work every day. Like, who knows?
Yeah, my dad does that
Like,
shit. My dad used to drive from like fucking Prescott Valley all the way to downtown Phoenix every day. It was back and forth. Like, why
no,
are you so psycho?
I wouldn't drive more than an hour to work. Maybe that's
I don't
just
want to drive more than 20 minutes to work, to be quite honest.
yeah.
Traffic right now is fucked up,
Like you grew up in the city, right? Like Phoenix.
unfortunately.
Yeah, me too. We're the same in that aspect. Like,
Yeah.
just want everything. Like, I want to be there. I want
Yeah.
to be there now. Like, if I grew up in the country, I'd be like, 4 hour drive. Sure, I'll do that tomorrow. No
I don't
problem.
know, man.
Like,
You have to drive like 2 hours to
yeah.
Walmart.
Now
So
it
you're like,
sounds bad. Like,
yeah, I don't
ugh.
know. There's a lot of bad things out there.
A lot of bad things. Driving being one of my least favorite.
Yeah. Oh, fucking first world problem.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't even have cars.
It's true. They're hard to obtain. They are
Expensive. Oh
Like,
my
if you don't
god.
have credit, you can't just go to a fucking place and be like, I'm gonna buy a car. Unless you got cash in hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to get a second car, but I gotta have cash in hand. Sucks.
It sure does.
I don't make enough money doing what I do. I'm trying to do like audio, doing like the theaters downtown and stuff. Working at like the Orpheum, working at like Gamage at ASU, like doing
Yeah.
all these orchestra and theater plays and shit like that. And it's cool getting a lot of experience, but the hours are so like inconsistent.
Yeah.
They just call me out of the blue, like
It's gig work, dude. It's
yeah,
always
and
like,
it's like a
how do I
day or two
budget
ahead
my
of
life
time.
on this?
The day or two ahead of time. That's the most notice you'll ever get.
And then you have to
And
constantly be working. You can't say no to jobs because if you say no to jobs, you just don't make enough money.
that, and you don't know if you're gonna be working like 5 gigs that week or one.
Right.
You gotta like any jobs there are, you have to say yes because you don't know if there's gonna be some sort of lag next week.
No. Oh, and it
And
usually takes a month to get paid.
no,
With gig
I've
work like that, usually it takes like a month
well
for
through
them to
the
process the job, and then
through the local union, through the local 336, working and they pay me every week, like weekly.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's weekly pay, and they go through a payroll company that's kind of fucking bullshit, if you ask me.
Oh,
If anyone
really?
from the union is listening, stop using UTP. Fuck that.
Yeah.
They're not gonna listen.
No, probably
It's like 5 people listen to this.
not. Hey, that's cool. It's more than zero. Fucking hey.
Yeah, but
Wow.
anyways, so you said you were going to California next weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to this festival called Cruel World. Like like Morrissey is headlining, but I could give a fuck less about that. So,
Just going to a festival to.
yeah, we me and my girlfriend bought tickets like a year out, so we've had them for a long time.
Did it get canceled or something?
No,
Or you
it's
just.
just we just were. Let's just plan on going.
Hmm.
So, but it kind of crept up on us because she's got like this work trip she's got to go on, so she's flying out like from LAX
Hmm.
the day or two after we go to the fest, and then I'm just driving home by myself.
That's
So weird.
gonna
Like,
be a fun
she was
drive,
supposed to
dude.
leave on this trip in February, and it was like, nope, it's gonna be later. No, it's gonna be later. No, it's gonna be later, and now it's happening.
Yeah,
Like right on the days like that we're gonna be out of town.
yeah,
So,
that's great.
but it should be fun. It'll be nice to get out of the heat and ditch work for a little bit.
Yeah,
You
getting
know,
out of
just
the
doing
heat.
rocker fool shit, ditching work, and fucking going to California to fuck off in a hotel room for a couple of days.
That's cool.
Eat a lot of food that I shouldn't be eating. I'm a food person. I
Yeah,
can't
dude.
stop thinking about it nowadays. Like the older I get, the more I think about eating
I
food.
need another good restaurant.
No, not even restaurant. I'm just like, it could be anything as long as it's good. I don't know what that even means, honestly. It could be anything, though. Unless I don't want it. Like, I know that sounds weird, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been into finding like good meat recipes lately. I want to be able to like cook like I don't know, some like really soft pulled pork or something, you
like
know.
some brisket.
Yeah, brisket.
Dude, brisket's way better than pulled pork.
I want to find a way to cook like really soft pulled chicken. Get really like fucking like, you know,
Boil that shit.
just boil it. That's it.
I
That's
don't.
it.
I really don't know. I'm not a cook. I just like food.
Yeah. I'm not a
I'm
cook either.
useless. All I know how to do is play guitar. Talk about poop.
Well, that was the first time you talked about that, so maybe you're not so great at that.
Ah, well, we're just getting started, my friend. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole, though.
Yeah, I've
The
been there.
rabbit
Been
butthole.
there. You know, I had um, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Damn. Well, anyways, I wanted to actually ask if your band is doing anything new for anything recent. Like,
Um,
you guys
we're
making new music or
this year we're kind of just kicking it, trying to lay low. We just got finished recording,
okay,
so we're just kind of waiting for the mixes to be finished, and then we're gonna send it off to get mastered and all that stuff. But we can't release it until like March or April because vinyl delays basically.
oh, okay. So
It's
you're
like,
printing it on vinyl.
yeah, it should come out on vinyl, tape. I think we're gonna get CDs too. We're
Jeez,
gonna do like a
doing
whole.
all the vintage stuff
We're
too.
gonna do all the whole shebang, if you will. So, and then a possible U.S. tour, like full U.S. tour, 3 weeks. Um, like during that time.
How are you doing the tour? Are you is that like all self promoted, like self?
No, it'll be with the bigger band.
Oh, okay. So you're like
Yeah, that
going on with the
we
tour with
we
someone
have some
else.
friends that are planning a tour. They're from the UK,
Oh,
and
okay.
they asked us if we wanted to do it with them. So we're gonna see how that turns out. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
See how it turns
it takes a
out.
lot of planning and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
dude. I'd imagine. I mean,
just seeing how everything works out, and you know, it's I'm excited for it.
oh yeah, man.
And
It sounds like it'll be a good. How many
it's
shows? How many shows is the run?
well, that's the thing is it's not booked yet.
Oh,
It's in the process of being like routed out. So they're trying to find the routing for the tour.
okay,
And then once they find that, they'll start, putting shows together.
okay.
But they've got an agent doing all of that stuff. It's just a matter of waiting for an email.
So you're just kind of piggybacking off of their agent, pretty
Pretty
much.
much. Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
That's
it's
good.
their tour, and they're asking us to be direct support on the whole
Awesome.
tour. So we're gonna be playing some really sick fucking places
Hell
that
yeah.
like is like okay, all right, let's do this shit.
Awesome, dude.
I'm pretty excited.
I hope that works out for you. That sounds
Yeah,
so fucking cool.
yeah. We just got a contract from a label.
So you're bringing yourself? Like, are you driving yourself and bringing all your equipment and everything like that?
We have a van,
Okay.
so we'll be touring in our van.
And just kind of follow in the bus?
No, they're gonna be with us.
Oh, you're all taking
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of hotels and stuff.
the caravan of
Yeah, lots of
vans.
gear, lots of
Okay.
dudes.
Cool, dude.
It's gonna be lots of farts and smelly balls. So
That's right, dude. I've done that before. I
but
mean,
it should be pretty rad. It'll be coming out of winter time, so it won't be. I'm hoping that road conditions and all that should be cleared up and
yeah,
be
dude.
springtime. Across the country where it's not like cold, it's like warming up and things are melting.
Well, being from Arizona, I mean, I don't know when things warm up.
Yeah, yeah. April or May, things start to usually, but I don't know
I'm
nowadays.
guessing more May.
Nowadays, you can't really predict what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
It's really it just jumps around.
It's hard to think about that. Like, shit, I'm from Phoenix all the time, and I love being in Phoenix because there's no snow.
Yeah,
So like thinking about other places and like, oh shit, yeah, it snows there.
I like the
Like,
idea of
fuck.
snow, but I know I wouldn't like the snow if I had to live in it.
Dude, I lived in Maryland, and the 2.5 years I was there, it just so happened I
It
had
like
to live.
entraps you
Well, I
in
had to
your
live 3 winters there. Just how my time there laid out. Of
damn.
course, I got caught in 3 winters. I
Yeah.
showed up at a winter, and like I left like right
Fuck.
after a winter.
That sounds
Like
hectic.
bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like the idea of snow, but I already know that I would hate living in it.
Like playing in snow is great. It's really fun. You do a lot with it. You snowboard, sled, you throw snowballs, whatever, build shit.
I just want to live somewhere
But
where it's foggy all the time and it's really green and it's got an ocean mist. I want to live,
Virginia?
maybe. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
maybe Virginia.
I'd be down for that.
Dude, one time in Virginia, I was driving over a bridge,
Yeah,
over a river, and it was so foggy, I couldn't see behind me or in front of me, and I was the only car on the bridge.
sounds like a
I
good
didn't know
time.
when it was gonna end.
Yeah,
It just, I
sounds
felt like I
awesome.
was driving through purgatory.
Hell
The
yeah.
creepiest shit in the world. It was like a Stephen King movie. I
Hell
couldn't
yeah.
even see the water. Dude, the water wasn't even
Like that,
visible. It was
that
everything was
scene in
white.
fucking Silent Hill.
Yeah, dude, seriously, it was nothing. There was nothing around me.
Oh, it's funny.
I didn't even know how fast I was going. Like, there was just no
You're like, I'm
perception.
just lost in every
Oh,
sense of
good
the
thing there's
word.
only one lane. It's like,
Right.
oh, they have one where to go. Like,
This is funny, dude. And also very sketchy because I've driven in some really foggy situations and it's not fun. You're like, oh, there's a car there. Fuck.
yeah, dude, fog is weird. Like,
Weird and hard to see in.
it's hard to describe to people who've never seen it. They're just like, oh, what's
It's
it like?
dope when you're not driving,
Yeah.
unless you're in the forest and you're lost. You're like, this fog is real thick.
I've never been in the fog in a forest. That sounds crazy.
Me either.
That sounds like it would
There's
be
a lot of
like
things I haven't done.
that sounds like you'd have to fight panic like constantly. You have to be
I
like,
mean,
there's
unless you're
nothing
just
there.
like a badass and you're just like, don't give a shit, you know? Just like,
Yeah,
don't indulge in those feelings.
I'd have to have a gun on me.
Nah, nah, you don't need
Ah,
one of those.
I
Just a
don't know,
stick and a
dude.
stone, dude. Stick and a stone. That's all you
Okay,
need.
yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
I'm fucking kind of caveman, so I don't know. Like I eat most foods with just my hands. Like lasagna, I don't really.
When I say like I'm, fighting panic and there might be something there, I'm thinking like a bear,
Well, you know
mountain
what?
lion.
At that point, I don't know what to say.
A stick and a stone ain't gonna do it, man.
I mean, it
You'd be
depends on
lucky
how
if
you.
you'd be lucky to live if you had a gun.
Uh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Like, unless
Me
you hit that bear
personally,
square in the forehead.
honestly, I wouldn't even be in the forest. I would be at home on my recliner, kicking back just like we are right now. Yeah. Like everybody's like, oh, I want to trip acid in the forest. I'm like, why? That sounds terrible.
There's nothing
There's not
there.
even a toilet you can shit in. Like if you have to. It's already hard enough to shit in a toilet when you're on acid. Let alone when you're in the forest shitting on your pants because you're fucking tripping too hard and you can't tell it's the ground or your fucking underwear. Like, that never happened to me, okay? But,
Sounds really descriptive.
well, I have a very good imagination.
Maybe you're paranoid.
I like to talk about pooping.
Maybe you'd be the best poop of your life.
I can tell you the worst one.
Maybe if you were completely naked, you wouldn't poop in your underwear.
Yeah, but
Problem
I don't,
solved.
I'm not like a naked person like that. You got people that like being naked, and you got people like me that just like wearing sweatpants.
You're on mushrooms in the forest, and you're gonna give a shit about that.
I give a shit about anything, you know.
I still haven't tried that. Mushrooms in the forest.
It's not fun unless it's daytime. Nighttime tripping in the forest. It's not even fun being in the forest at nighttime. But everybody insists on being high at night.
I feel like if I had a fire, I'd be all right.
I feel like that's a terrible idea.
I'm good with fire,
Five
man.
people on acid around a fire.
I'll be the fire keeper.
As long as there's no alcohol involved, I think anyone would be fine.
Honestly, when I'm tripping out, I forget about my beers. I'll have like 5 opened
Yeah, but
beers
I'm not
on the
talking about
counter.
drinking beers. I'm talking about ripping shots and
I haven't done that in a long time.
Oh yeah, playing 3-man and shit.
I don't do that shit no more.
Yeah.
I don't like waking up and not knowing what fucking
uh
happened. I've Dude, I've had too many things, like too many stories of people telling me what happened the next night, and I just feel disappointed. Like fuck, either I missed what happened and I'm like disappointed because I missed the fun, I don't remember it,
yeah.
or I just feel like so fucking dumb. Like wow, I did that.
Yeah.
Oh man, like
That's like that's
Jesus.
why I try not to drink too much. 'Cause
Yeah.
every night or every morning after, I'm just like, man, I hope I didn't say anything.
Oh, dude, I say a lot when I drink. When I start
Everybody
drinking,
does.
oh my
I
God.
just always end up paying for it, or I end up losing a fight to a punching bag twice in 2 nights.
Oh man.
Or whenever that happened. Oh no, it wasn't in 2 nights. It was in 2 instances. I swang a punch at the punching bag, and then and I hit it, and then on the way back I missed it. I missed the timing on the swing, and I fucking just flung myself. Like I totally was expecting to hit it, but instead I just took all my weight and just I was drunk as fuck. We were like jumping off the roof into
Just
the
take a
pool
bite
and
out
shit.
of it.
Well, and then I tried to fight it again, and I lost again. Like even at like twice as hard too. My foot was
Dude.
all fucked up the next day. I quit drinking for like 7 months after that. I'm not even kidding you. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It hurts. Like beyond being hungover. Like this shit is gonna. I want to break my leg or some shit. It's gonna be bad. So I try to take it easy nowadays because I've been drinking for a long time.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I just drink beers, man. I taste whiskeys. I like to taste whiskeys. Taste delicious. But as far as just drinking casually, like it has to be beer or I just go too far. I just drink whiskey. I'm like, oh, this is good.
Yeah,
Get more.
you gotta
Get more.
like
Get more.
pace
And
yourself.
like it never stops tasting good. It's always delicious to
I
me.
like whiskey that's like watered down by some ice or something.
Yeah, I mean, drop an ice cube or like have a little splash of some water or whatever. That's how you're supposed to drink it.
One
You're not
year,
supposed to have like 120 proof, like
yeah,
straight up.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
just stupid.
One year I got my girlfriend these like they're basically like ice maker. Like you put water in them, you fill them up with water, and then you put them in the freezer and it makes ice cubes.
Yeah.
But it makes ice cubes in the shape of skulls.
Oh, nice.
So I was drinking like straight whiskey on the rocks, and then just kind of fucking with skull ice cubes and shit like constantly. It was fun. We still have them actually. We found them not that long ago. I'm gonna make some more skull ice cubes because those things are badass.
Yeah, I have ones that just make one solid ball.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
That's
huge
I
ball.
want I want something like that too
You can
because
keep pouring your
it's just
whiskey.
kind of cool.
You pour like several glasses and it
Yeah,
keeps the one ball of ice.
it's sick.
That's for a cigar right there.
I have like some pretty nice crystal glasses for when I drink liquor.
My
But
brother got me some of those for Christmas, but I still haven't put whiskey in them, man. I can't get whiskey. Like I just can't justify buying whiskey right now. I'm so broke.
I don't know. I don't really like keeping too much alcohol in the house, anyways. That's how accidents happen.
Yeah, I have a hard time keeping
Like
it.
breaking doors off of fucking hinges and like putting holes in walls and
Yeah.
tripping and falling over that little fucking step in between the fucking living room and the back door. Yeah, all the little fancy things.
Yeah, man. Alcohol's dangerous.
It fucking really is, man.
Yeah, I definitely have injuries from that. Like my left shoulder, it's totally fucked up. It does not like do circles normal
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. He's
Because
like,
I
I
was,
can't really lift my
yeah,
my shoulder up like straight. I gotta like kind of like bring it around and like
yeah, it's weird. It's because the
being drunk,
the fucking
falling
last
asleep
Slayer
stupid.
show. Actually, I was too drunk at the last Slayer show, and I went
That'll happen.
fucking around in a mosh pit. It's too old for that shit. I'm like, it doesn't feel like it at the time. You're like, no, I'm not. I'm still in my 20s. I can mosh. And then like once you're out and like once the show's over and like it's the next day, like I can't mosh anymore,
Yeah, you
dude.
can't even move your
Oh,
arm. You're like, oh my
well,
God.
I knew it was fucked. Like in the morning, like I couldn't lift it. I couldn't lift it all the way up. Like I literally went to Walgreens and bought a sling the next day. Like I had to get a sling. Like it was hurting just letting my arm hang.
Oh
Like my
yeah, yeah.
shoulder was hurting just letting it hang. I was like, oh my God, like
Dude,
gotta
yeah.
fucking like I tore
Uh,
something bad.
yeah, being drunk is it's
I'm stupid in
not
mosh pits too. I'm the fucking idiot that goes the wrong way on purpose. I'm the dumbass who like I'm gonna stop the river.
yeah. I'm gonna
See
be
what
the boulder in
happens.
this river. I'm gonna change the flow.
Like how long can I stand my ground?
I'm the type of person that gets in a pit and then by the end of the song I'm the only one in the pit because people are like, fuck this guy. And then I'm like,
Dude, I can
fine, I'll go
relate to
fuck
that,
off
dude.
then. And
I can relate to that.
and then I go fuck off, and then the mosh pit starts up, and I'm like, I guess I'm just not invited anymore because I'm too big and aggressive.
Yeah, dude, when me and my brother both go to a show, my brother's like 6'3", and we're both in the mosh pit, we're both just like going all out,
It's
just
all
like,
about mosh pit domination, dude.
oh yeah, man, we
It's a good feeling when you're the last one in the pit. You're like, what's up, punk? You know?
with some of my friends and oh man, some of my buddies who are like in bands though, they make it like a competition, so they're not getting out of the mosh pit.
You know?
Like
What
it's
bands do you know out here?
have you heard of Maya?
Yeah, yeah,
Maya, those dudes are fucking sweet.
yeah.
And those dudes are always in the mosh pit. Those guys are
I
always
know.
fucking shit up. Those guys are wild.
Those guys
I
are
like them.
fucking ride or die.
Yeah.
Those guys are
Those guys
so
are
sick.
awesome.
I admire those guys for being able to go all those shows in concession to one after the other like that. It's impressive.
I still gotta meet their drummer. I haven't met their new drummer yet. Um,
Have yet to be able to make it to a show yet,
dude,
but I
they're so good.
really look forward to when I do get the chance to be able to sit there, have a beer, and actually watch them play.
Oh yeah, man. They all go crazy on stage. Like they all have high energy on stage. So
Oh yeah,
it's awesome. Well, I don't know about the drummer yet. I haven't seen that guy.
yeah.
Apparently he's not from here. I
Really?
guess he came from out of state. But that's what he was telling me.
So does he live here though? No.
He lives here now,
Okay.
but he just moved here,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
they pulled him in as a
Oh
drummer.
yeah, you know
So
what? Dakota told me about that.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
actually, it's funny. I install Windows, and I was working with a different guy installing these Windows, and he was like, "You know that band Amaya?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know that band Amaya." And he's like, "Yeah, I've known their singer for a really long time, like blah blah blah." And I was like, "How weird!" Like this guy is like a country dude. You know what I mean? Like this guy wears
Nice.
boots. He drives a fucking
He knows
GMC.
Wade.
Like he goes hunting and fishing and camping. You know what I mean? Like this guy's a man's man, and like not a music guy at all.
He
You
knows
know?
Wade.
Yeah, he knows Wade. He knows Wade. Yeah. So,
That's funny.
but yeah, it's cool that he was like he brought it up randomly because everybody knows I'm like a rocker fool, you know. So
It's tough to hide.
yeah, really. Like, what do you do? I'm like, well, I play guitar and other things. They're like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. It's silly.
Yeah, I don't really know. I just tell people I work in audio.
Yeah,
I work in theaters.
I'm not one to
But
lie about about it. I'm be like, yeah, I play music and whatnot because I have to be upfront because I do I work shows and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, I gotta go do this show, and they're like, oh, okay. So I'm subcontractor, so I can tell them if I don't want to work, I'll be like, yo, I'm not working Tuesday, and they're like, oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, I feel like the only places that really fuck over people for that kind of stuff is like big ass corporations.
Well, I subcontract through Home Depot,
Oh
so
well,
yes, but also we're hopefully getting out of that contract and doing a different company, so we're
yeah.
making more money that way.
Smaller is better
Yeah,
in my
yeah. 'Cause
experience.
usually the check is bigger,
Yeah.
less people
Like I
doing
just
shit.
told you, I was doing pool electric for my buddy's dad, and he's just me and him. I'm
Yeah,
his
dude.
only employee.
It's honestly that's the way to go.
It's pretty awesome, but it's not like solid work either though. I work maybe like once or twice a week for him,
Oh,
so it's like
really?
it's whenever he gets jobs, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
doesn't work 5 days a week or nothing. So
Nah,
it's just he
he's
works to
kicking it.
huh?
He's just doing something to keep himself busy.
Kinda. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like semi-retirement almost.
Yeah,
But
it's
this
like
is
I'm
just kind
just
of like
doing
what he
this to do
does.
this. He's like, I
Yeah.
don't need to do this, but
He's
I'm
been doing it for like 30, 40 years or
yeah,
something.
that's crazy.
He's been doing it all his
I
life.
can't imagine doing something for that long.
I
But
can't either, man.
just like Windows is the first thing that I've found that I actually kind of like doing, but also I hate it, because it's
Yeah.
hard sometimes.
I would like doing audio work, but
Yeah,
like just plugging in microphones, going running a board, fucking getting a mix real
my
quick.
brain
Like
does not
that shit
work good
sounds.
with technology, even that kind. I just like, where the fuck am I supposed to plug this shit into? Ah, fuck this. I'm going to bed. Taking a nap. Wake me up when you're done. I'm a piece of shit like that, though. Just wake me up when you're done.
They got
Don't bother me. I'm eating.
carpenters in
Nah,
theater.
see. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I'm good.
No,
Building sets and
carpenters
shit.
are. It's
That
actually
would be kind of interesting.
that title is actually encompasses a lot. It's not just building. It's like you got to move all the. It encompasses the curtains too. You got to move the curtains and shit. You have to take them down and like
You know
untie
how
them, tie them
much
on
of
other
a pain in
shit.
the ass that sounds like it would be to
It
do?
is, but I mean
Those
the whole
can't
stage
be
is
like
empty.
light.
Well, you don't lift the whole thing.
Okay.
You put them in like you
It's
put them in a
like
cart with wheels.
I just imagine
Just
like
roll it
five guys
away.
trying to lift that shit up and hoist it down.
You lower it into a bin with wheels.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee you there's a way smarter way than what I'm imagining.
Dude, there's always a smarter way. Every
Yeah.
time somebody tells me something I've never heard before, it's like, wait, we have to do what? And they're like, oh, hold on, just wait. You'll see.
Let
Like, okay.
me rephrase this real
They like do this whole thing like in a super simple way.
Yeah,
Like, Jesus.
like writing music. Just
But
keep it simple, stupid.
yeah. I've been wanting to like sit down and try to write some lyrics and stuff, but
Just do it.
yeah, I know I need to just do it. But there's so
Doesn't
many
matter how good you get at writing. It's always gonna feel like it sucks.
I know. And you show it to somebody and they're like, "Oh, it's so good." And you're like, "You're lying to me.
Stop blowing that shit up my ass.
You're bullshitting me." Like it always feels like bullshit.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of visual art. I used to do a lot of drawing. I just draw on paper and stuff. I don't do the computer stuff. I cannot do Photoshop or fucking any of that. Like I have to do it
It
on
just
paper with
takes
markers and pencils. Like
time to like
yeah,
learn the
it's a new tool.
program.
It's another tool I have to
I
learn.
actually sat
you know?
down recently and learned how to use GIMP, which is
GIMP is cool.
like a free
The open source version.
Yeah, yeah. So I just taught myself how to use that to like the most basic
Basic
extent.
editing
I
shit.
can do some stuff, like I can
Cut,
whip up a quick
paste.
flyer if I have to.
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn a little bit more about how everything works because, sorry. Anyway.
That's all right. It's late. I usually
Beer
do
and
these
weed,
around.
beer and weed.
Usually do these around noon. It's not so bad.
Oh, I see. That's all right. I'm just a cupcake. Oh, I want to smoke more weed. I wish this theater was a weed theater because,
Yeah, that'd be cool if we could smoke in here.
yeah, I
I've
mean,
always wanted to
you
smoke a
can do
blunt.
anything. You just gotta pay the
And
consequences.
there's 2 cameras in this room. So,
I wonder who's watching.
huh?
I wonder who's watching.
Nobody's watching right now.
Why not?
They don't watch these cameras. They just record on them. If I were to rip the floor or rip the chair out of the floor here, they would know who did it. But
Yeah.
tomorrow. They would know tomorrow, not right now.
Yeah. Too bad you live here because it'd be a lot easier to smoke weed in here.
Yeah, please don't smoke weed in here. At least not while I'm sitting in here.
They don't know what apartment number you live in.
I'm not like,
You're just gonna have
some
to
guy
cut
who
your
just blends
hair
into
and
the
shave
fucking.
your face.
Don't just blend into a crowd, dude.
Stop wearing metal shirts. You got to change your whole personality
Yeah,
just so I can smoke weed in this room. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, then I could smoke weed too.
Yeah, well, at that point, we're getting ripped again.
Let's see a smoke detector.
I see a water system for it though.
I used to install those.
That
It takes a
sounds.
lot of heat to make those pop.
I'll just put a lighter up to one
It'll work. That'll
of them.
do it.
Sick. Let's
Then I
do
don't
it.
get a movie theater no more. Don't do that either.
Yeah, I won't.
I gotta
I'm not
record in this
destructive.
place,
I
man.
promise. I'm not destructive. I just want to smoke weed inside because it's trashy, and that's who I am.
I smoke weed inside when I am where I'm living, not in this fucking movie theater.
Well, like I said, I could move in here.
Yeah, just
I
get a.
could sit in this chair
If
for
you
the
put a
rest of my
sleeping
life.
bag down in between the chairs, maybe the cameras won't see you.
Honestly, you're probably
Wonder how many
right. I
people
don't
have
know why I
tried
just whispered.
and failed.
None. Guaranteed 0 people have tried that.
You don't think anybody's fallen asleep in here? I don't know, man.
I bet you I'd be the first. If
I bet some
not,
of the employees have. Probably come in here for their break, turn on a sports game, pass out.
right? I don't know. I'd bring a fucking portable projector and just kind of like sit here.
A portable
I
projector?
don't know if they make those, do they?
Why? There's a projector on the ceiling.
Yeah, but you were talking about how it was a piece of shit.
There's like a bunch of dead pixels, and it might have a lag if you play video games, but it shows a picture.
That sounds horrible. Just
Yeah.
bring a TV or just hook up to the. That looks like a screen.
You know why nobody comes in here? Because this projector sucks.
Nobody. Yeah, maybe.
Everyone
And
has
you
their
can't
own
smoke
TV.
weed in here.
You can't smoke weed in here.
And the
Everyone has their own
projector
TV.
sucks.
The
Yeah,
projector sucks.
you don't have to leave your apartment to come here to watch the sports ball game.
Yep. You
Even-
don't have to.
But if you work here, you're fucked. Well, I guess you're supposed to be working, you know. So
Supposed to be, but I mean, everybody gets a break every once in a while. I mean, I'm pretty sure the only people who use this are the employees. When they get a break, they come in here and turn sports on, and then they watch hockey or football or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it's just the employees, like the maintenance guys. It's like, well, time for lunch. Go
Yeah.
eat my lunch in the movie theater.
dude, this
Is where I would eat my lunch.
I've never been to this apartment complex, but I've also never been to an apartment with these types of seats, like where there's rows of movie theater seats.
Yeah, dude, they're legitimate movie
and
theater
they're
seats.
comfortable as fuck. Like I could ultimately pass out right now.
Wish they put
But
these
I
in my apartment.
Sat back, leaned my head back, and closed my eyes for the next 7 seconds, I would be gone. I'd be out.
Yeah, totally possible to pass out in here.
Easy.
It's definitely
like the
happened.
perfect temperature in here. It's the perfect temperature and everything.
It's actually too hot until I come in here. I turn it way down. But
Well, it's perfect right now.
yeah, it's usually like 73, 74. I'm like
What-
sweating balls
what
trying
is
to
it?
set up.
It's like 69 right now.
Yeah.
69.
Yeah.
The ultimate temperature.
It's the best place to set
The
your
most
thermostat.
comfortable temperature. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. 69. It's just the most comfortable temp.
If you're in Phoenix,
If you're anywhere,
I feel like if you're somewhere colder, like Flagstaff or something, like up north, maybe
chill-
it'd be
wind-
70.
We're not talking about wind chill though.
Aren't we?
Mm.
That's everything. That's weather.
Yeah. But
Maybe
we're
it's just-
inside. There's no
Yeah, I
weather in
guess.
here. It's all temp. It's all inside temp.
If you live somewhere colder, 69 might feel
Warm.
different than it does here.
Yeah. I mean, if it's really cold, then 69 might be warm.
Maybe they just don't use AC in cold places.
Probably not.
Not like we do.
No.
I fucking blast that shit
They
24
don't have to cool themselves down. They gotta warm themselves up. They gotta get like blankets and fires and
blankets and fires.
fucking heating systems and whatnot. Seat warmers.
Seat warmers.
Cook them eggs and shit, you know?
Yeah, I was actually up in Payson a couple weeks ago. Went camping up on the Mogollon Rim.
Hell yeah, that's a great place to camp.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend, we walked all the way down the rim, all the way down. We found a trail that goes all the way down. We found a creek and hiked all the way back up. It was so rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, it was so steep going all the way down.
Ooh.
Going down,
Were
it was
you
like, you're
not
like, man,
prepared?
we were just talking like, oh, it's gonna suck going back up. It's gonna be bad. Oh yeah. Then when we actually did it, we were like dying.
Yeah.
Like, God, I hope we make it back.
Yeah, before it gets dark.
We have no more water left.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm tired
God.
already. Yeah, but that's the best part, getting back to the campsite and you're like, we fucking made
usually when you go on a hike, you go up first and then you go back down and it's like easier.
Yeah,
Going the other way sucks, man.
it really does.
Man, I thought it'd be all
I
right.
definitely had one of those experiences. We like hiked down to like this like little like creek area and then fucking like didn't realize it was gonna get dark as fast as it was getting dark. And then people were talking about it like it's gonna get dark soon, we should go, and everybody was like kind of like not paying attention. So we were tripping. And
Oh,
and
okay.
then it got real quick once it started getting dark, and we're like grabbing all our shit and like mainlining it up, and I had my dog, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a
You
night.
had a dog with you too?
Yeah, dude.
Oh god.
Yeah, we were having a good time until it started getting dawn.
Man, I
Like
don't like
dusk.
taking dogs with me to places.
Yeah, it was she was good though. She was all exploring caves and shit. It was sick. We're like, where'd Daya go? She's like underneath us. Like, so like what we climbed down was like kind of like just rocks and shit. And my dog had found like this pathway where like these animals, I don't know what, I don't,
Some game trail or some
it
shit.
was underneath the fucking, and you could hear her like running around down there. I'm like, Zaya, come back, you fucking
Where was
weirdo.
that?
It was like Flagstaff area.
Was it around the
Like
lava tube?
Sedona, Flagstaff, maybe. I don't know. It was like by a creek bed, so it
Okay.
might have been like fuck, I forget what that place is called.
There's a lot of cool spots around there though.
But yeah,
In
so
between
it was
Flagstaff
a
and
terrible
Sedona.
idea, and we should never have done it. But we didn't leave anything, so that was good.
Have you seen the Flagstaff lava tubes?
I've never been there. I've wanted to go, but
It's just one tube. It just goes downhill
cold.
all the way into the floor.
it gets really cold.
Yeah, I think it's all right.
You know what? I have
Really.
been there one time.
So you have been there.
Yeah, one time. No,
Just walk down into the ground.
hmm
It's pretty creepy.
Yeah, there's like a couple other places that have lava tubes that I've been to too.
Are you allowed to go there in like the middle of the night?
Probably not. I don't know.
Do they close
I don't
it?
know. I don't know enough about it really.
Dude, I want to go down there when there's nobody. I want to be the only one in that fucking place. That'd be cool.
See, I've always wanted to explore like caves and shit, but I am way too fat to do that.
I get claustrophobic.
Yeah, my hips are too thick. You know what I mean? I'd be like trying
When,
to crawl through a small space, and my ass gets stuck.
dude, when I'm watching people do that kind of shit in videos, like my hands start sweating. Like
Yeah,
I can't fucking even
damn,
watch
that
people
claustrophobic.
crawl through.
That's
Like, well, I can be in a cave or in a hallway or something, but as soon as I'm watching somebody squeeze their shoulders through a hole, I'm like, oh
Yeah,
god,
that just
oh
sounds
god, no. Like, no, I don't.
way too big for
If you
that.
get stuck, like, who's gonna get you out, dude?
Right.
That's rock. That's rocks,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that shit gives me anxiety. I would never be crawling through a cave. There's no way in fucking hell.
Sometimes that's the best way to do
If
it.
it gets to that point, I'm turning around.
You're like, you
I'm
know
out.
what?
I'll wait at the front.
Fuck that.
You guys can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a turn around now. Yeah, well, that's why I don't explore caves. 'Cause I'm too
I'll
big.
explore the ones that have like
It's
paths.
when you get stuck for me that I would have panic induced. Like,
Oh yeah. I don't want to put myself in that situation, you know?
yeah, I mean that's why we're here and not in a cave.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good above ground. On the ground, like I
Yeah,
don't even know how I would do in water, honestly.
yeah. I'm not an ocean person. I'll look at it. That's cool, but I don't need to go in. I don't need to go in. We have swimming pools for that exact reason. Like if I want to get wet, I'll take a shower or hop in a
Use
pool.
a swimming pool. Like that's comparable to the ocean.
Yeah, just look at the ocean. I ain't trying to swim in that motherfucking shit.
Dude, the ocean's cool, but only the west side. I don't like the east one.
Why? It's all cliffy and shit. It's kind of dope.
The west one is cooler because the waves are better. Like you can get on some cool waves on the California,
Yeah.
like in California on the
Like I said, I
Pacific.
ain't trying to get in the motherfucking shit.
Man, no, East Coast is
Dip my feet
boring.
in it.
East Coast is just boring to me.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen enough of it.
It's serene. It's not, it's about being boring and just soaking it all in.
Yeah, that's not me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Give me some caffeine.
Yeah,
gotta fucking
all I
go.
want is to smoke a bowl, drink a coffee, and look off the cliffs onto the ocean. I don't give a shit if there's waves or not. Maybe one day there'll be a big giant one that just wipes me off the cliff
That would be interesting.
while I'm smoking a bowl and drinking a coffee. It sounds like the
That'd be
way to
nuts.
go. Either that or fighting, you know?
Always been curious to see a tsunami, but then like if you see one,
From
there's
like
a
a
good
far away.
chance you're gonna
I just want to be
die.
really high up if I get to watch
Yeah, you better be high up.
one
That
of
shit is
those.
powerful.
Yeah.
Water is heavy.
Metal, heavy metal. Water is heavy. Yeah. I mean, it kills more people than a lot of other things do.
Ah, wow. I never thought about it that way. How? What are the numbers on that? How many people does water kill a year?
Let's see.
Like through drownings, through. I wonder how many people die through impact. Like hitting the water too hard.
I don't know. People jumping off bridges and shit.
Yeah, that's a valid way. Valid way to die is to hit the water too hard.
Let's see.
Any real numbers there, or is it just giving you some bullshit?
Nearly 1 million people die each year from water.
It's not funny.
It's not a bad number, dude. Wait. The World Health Organization
It's not a bad
estimates
number.
that 3.5 million people die from water-related diseases.
Three.
Water-related diseases.
That doesn't count.
Not what I'm
Doesn't
talking
count.
about.
I'm talking about like water, like in the lungs
Yeah, it said a million.
or in the bloodstream.
Every 2 minutes, a child dies from a water-related. No, disease. Drowning
This isn't
isn't a
getting us anywhere.
disease, okay?
Drowning is not a disease.
Fuck Google, stupid idiot. The internet
Google.
sucks. Fuck the internet.
At least Google does.
The whole internet sucks. It ruined humanity.
Well, I think my girlfriend would agree with you on that one. She has nothing but bad things to say about technology while she's on her phone all the time.
Pretty bad. That's a perfect example.
It's like fuck this phone.
Even though you can acknowledge it, doesn't mean it's not affecting you too. Doesn't mean I don't. I try not to use the internet as much as possible.
I try not to.
Just try not to die every day. That's all. That's my only goal, is to not die today or tomorrow,
That's a good goal.
and to hopefully make a little bit of money not dying.
That's more along the lines of my goals.
Yeah,
I need to make some fucking money.
That was just a gram sum of everybody's life in a nutshell.
Americans, all Americans' lives. I can't speak for other countries. I don't know a lot about other countries.
Nah, you're right. I can't either.
There's some wildly different governments out there.
What it is.
I am very familiar with
Heart
capitalism.
What happened?
I'm pretty familiar with capitalism,
Yeah.
and I'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah. I've sold a couple things on OfferUp before.
Yeah, good luck doing that in China.
Good luck doing anything in China right now.
Good luck doing anything in China. You can
You know what you can
Cook
do?
food?
Yep,
You
that's
can eat
what
food?
I was getting at. You can eat fucking food. Sometimes. Not everybody can eat.
Well, that's
food.
one of the things you're allowed to do as much as you want. You can eat food in China. You're allowed to do that as much as you want.
Really? You can be
Oh,
fat
yeah.
in China?
You just can't use the internet as much as you want.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's only for like kids though.
They have their own internet entirely. So is it really the internet?
Yeah, I mean,
They control
it's
the
their internet.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not really the World Wide Web. It's the China Wide Web. So they
Don't
get to pick
minimize
what's
it
there.
so much.
What do you mean? Don't minimize it.
I don't know.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
If you're offended,
No.
you're in the wrong country.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Or at least on the wrong podcast.
Offended? What's that? I don't really have opinions, so I just spout a bunch of bullshit and see how people react.
Only have opinions. All I have is opinions.
That's interesting. I don't. I don't care. I don't really care enough. Some things are good, some things are bad. Whoopsie.
God damn. If that's not the finest bit of wisdom I've heard all night.
Yeah, well, that's about all the wisdom you're gonna hear. Everything else is probably gonna be just as stupid as that was, if not way worse. Way worse.
So is there anyone else on your band who'd like to sit in the chair you're sitting in?
No, my band's a bunch of losers.
Oh, they're losers. They don't want to be on the podcast.
No,
They probably won't even listen to it, huh?
I mean, I don't know.
They don't want to hear you ramble into a microphone.
Yeah, I mean, no, they really don't. They're gonna be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. But yeah, usually it's being on a podcast is kind of weird.
It is, man. It's weird hosting a podcast.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure it's a little awkward. Just like,
I mean,
hello
yeah.
to the 5 people listening.
I try not to pay attention to who listens.
Yeah.
I just
Never
ignore
read the
it.
comments, dude.
I don't. Well, there are none, so that's easy. But nobody comments, so I don't have to read shit.
Nice.
But yeah, I just ignore the fact that nobody's listening and just do it anyways. And I'm getting all these cool recordings down on the internet.
I've listened to your podcast before.
Oh yeah? Did
Yeah.
you listen to Dakota?
Yeah, I did.
That loser?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about buttholes.
Too.
Yeah, I did. I
condemned
got
the
Kyler
Don
on here.
guys. A couple of those
Yeah,
guys.
a couple condemned dudes, yeah.
Yeah, those guys are cool. I like those guys.
Ian was one of my early episodes. Yeah. He was fuck, when I did that episode I was still living in a house. The house that they actually played in that house. Did a house show.
Oh,
Condemned
sick.
played there
Oh yeah.
with Arcanaut, the band I was managing at the time.
Okay.
It was like an Arcanaut Condemned house show. We had
Okay.
like a keg and there's like fucking 40 people there. It was nuts, dude. It was a crazy fucking party.
Yeah, hell yeah, that sounds hectic.
It was a brick house, so you couldn't even hear it from the street. It
Nice.
was great.
Yep,
Those are perfect.
Those are always perfect. They just sound really noisy in the house.
Oh yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I really, really wish
Brick
I
is
would have
not
went to
good for
school
sound.
before I did that. I would have had some ideas. I would have made that a little better.
The future is always there. If
Literally,
it is there.
all I did,
It's always there. I'm sorry. I lied.
we moved the furniture to the backyard, and then the living room was empty, and then we just hung packing blankets around the walls, and called it good.
Yeah. What else can? Well, I mean, that's
Well,
that's
I was
standard.
thinking that
That's standard.
if I had
Honestly, you guys
known
went
better,
above and beyond. Most people would have just said, "Fuck it, we're doing this shit."
I know that.
But hey, if it worked, it worked.
I was thinking about, well, like after the fact, I thought like after I went to school and all this, I was like, man, I could have got some like plexiglass sheets to put in front of the amps, the cabs and stuff,
Yeah.
and like, because we were all just standing in the living room, and everything is just pointing in one direction. It's not a stage.
Loud
Like
as
so,
fuck.
like if we had some plexiglass in front of those, it might have been just a little better.
Yeah, maybe a little
Still just
better.
all standing in a little box though.
Yeah, it would have been weird fitting your house to like a plexiglass piece that would like fit.
No, not a huge one. I mean, like one in front of each amp.
Oh, I see.
Like just one little stand in front of each amp to like, or just the guitar amps. Honestly, like the bass could,
Shit, you could do
nothing you can do about the
you could do
bass.
something like that where it's like angled and you got like a little one right here, It's like
Yeah.
that. And then just kind of hugs the cab. That way, it's just like absorbed a little bit.
Well, I just wanted a hard sheet.
Yeah.
The plexiglass is so that it bounces back the other way. It
Yeah,
it doesn't go forward like.
Right. I'm thinking on like cheap terms, like DIY. Like I don't know.
I know those plexiglass shields are like $100 or something.
Yeah, I don't know about spending money on that shit. I'd rather
They're
just
so nice,
make
though.
some. Make some.
I know.
Or just blanket the cabs like lazy motherfuckers.
Just get some plywood.
Get a blanket. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Plywood is
Well,
some two
that's
by
kind of,
fours.
and then you upholster the plywood.
I got a drill and the sawzall. I'm good.
Fuck
I
it.
got a staple gun.
I got a fucking drill. We're gonna make this happen. I got these nails or
Perfect DIY
screws.
shit, man. I got all this PVC from Home Depot. These sound screens you see right here.
Yeah.
Sound screens, there's blankets on PVC, but they work. They stop some echo.
Hey, it looks official, man.
No. No, you don't have to feed me some bullshit like that. I know what it looks like, but
Sorry,
it
when I get
works.
sleepy, I get real smart ass. I don't know why.
That's all right,
I just
man.
learned this about myself today. I was like really feeling tired at work today, and I just kept saying smart ass shit. Like I was like, dude, I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. Like I do not mean to be that smart ass. Like
Yes.
that came out real smart ass.
Dude, part of the problem with like most of my life, I should say, is like I really love sarcasm. That's like people say that they like sarcasm, but they don't really know what sarcasm is until they don't get it, you know, until they hear something they don't get. And like, man, like sarcasm and irony are like my bread and butter for my humor. And these people I'm working with in the theater, like they take everything so seriously. They're like really uptight and like very specific and like they're kind of nerds. They're honestly just nerds.
Yeah,
And they're like really specific and
wound
like
up tight
yeah,
nerds.
super like actually, you
Yeah,
know, and it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they and all of my sarcasm just right over their head every fucking
They're too
time. And
literal.
God, it's almost a joke in itself that they
Oh
don't
yeah.
get the joke.
That's my favorite, saying confusing shit and just looking at people's faces and being like, yeah, I don't know what I was saying either. I just said it to get you to look like that. Yeah. The
I'll say
joke's
dumb
on
shit all the
us
time.
because I'm stupid and I just made you confused and I think it's funny.
I'll
So
say shit that's purposely wrong, and
Mhm.
people look at me like, really? You did that? I'm like, no, dude. I was kidding. Like, obviously.
Well, I've been
Fucking,
told by multiple people that they can't tell when I'm joking or
yeah, dude.
serious
That's it. Like, that's I get that a lot too. But it's like,
because I'm always joking until I'm serious. Duh.
well, I tell people like, you'll know when I'm serious, man. You're gonna be scared when I'm serious. Like,
Try not to scare people too much.
when I'm serious, something's going wrong. Someone's going real fucking wrong.
Yeah.
You'll know. If you're asking the question if I'm serious, it's probably a
Honestly,
joke,
if
dude.
I'm serious, I probably have to poop or I'm sleepy. Or I'm hungry. I got three reasons why I'm grumpy. And then I'll just find another reason to be
Or I'm
grumpy.
not getting paid.
Honestly, money's stupid, so I don't really care about
Dude,
it.
if I don't get paid, man, that fucks me up. I get so mad. Like if I'm
I
expecting a
just
check
say,
and it's
where's
not
my
coming,
motherfucking money?
well, I've got fucked over too many times. Maybe I'm just paranoid at this point.
Yeah,
I've gotten screwed over so many times with checks.
it's really easy to go to the bank and them turn you down to cash your check.
Well, that's not how I get fucked over. It's like when I'm expecting to get a direct deposit and it doesn't come through, or if somebody's like, oh, here's your check, and it's like for $100, and I was expecting like 400.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, this is a bit of my check.
Right,
It's a
yeah.
little piece of my check,
Yeah.
but, and then I have to go figure all that shit out.
It
And
makes me upset too, but I also, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it right away. So you just
yeah,
kind of have to be like,
it's
ooh,
just one of those little
stop.
things that I get real fucking serious about.
Hey, fair enough.
It's like I gotta, it's especially I should say in my current life climate, because I've been really broke for a long time.
Yeah.
And if I ever really got like a good cushion to sit on and like, I knew I was gonna make rent every month, like no problem. Like I probably wouldn't be such a fucking dickhead about money, but I
Yeah.
am because I'm broke. I need that shit to
Yeah.
live.
Yep.
It's like fuck.
Yeah, don't we all, right?
Yeah. And
Money
shit's just
sucks.
getting more expensive right now. Like bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of the reason why we're just kind of kicking it as a band right now. Is because it's
Hard to afford
really
anything.
expensive to drive places.
Oh yeah. Gas sucks.
It really eats. And nobody's trying to pay you more than like $100. So.
Still, Yeah,
You're like,
still to
okay,
this day, the
unfortunately, my friends, we won't play California until you offer us enough money to get there.
yeah, it's definitely
Sorry.
more than that.
Yeah, because we got to drive back if we're not booking a tour. And I guarantee you, since you
Buying,
invited us to the show
yeah,
3 weeks from now to play in California, it's like, no, that's not happening. I'm sorry.
buying the gas in California is much worse than buying the gas here.
It's like it, we were in Oakland like not that long ago, and it was like $7 a gallon, like upwards towards seven.
Yeah,
Certain places it was like seven. It was like on $7. I was like, holy fuck, that is not okay.
yeah. Actually, my my roommate is one of those people who moved out of California because it was too expensive.
Yeah, I kind of
He's
look at gas prices like I look at milk prices
that's interesting.
because you buy it in a gallon
Yeah,
or you buy it per gallon.
yeah.
So milk, it's
I
like the
don't use milk like I use gasoline though.
no, me either, but
I hardly drink milk.
you know, just pricing wise,
Milk's way too
like when
expensive,
someone
man.
says like, "Oh, it's $3 a gallon for milk," it's like I think about, well, it's not that bad when it's gas prices.
Not that bad when it's gas prices.
I don't know. I
Orange
don't
juice
know
is
how to
way more expensive than that.
orange juice.
Oh
Can you
yeah,
buy
man.
that in a gallon?
Yeah,
A
it's
gallon of orange
expensive,
juice.
dude. It's like $5 a gallon. I guess that's about gas now, huh? It used to be double what gas is. Now it's the same. It's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. We use gas a lot more than we use orange juice.
I don't know. I drink orange juice more than milk, though.
Well, milk is something you probably shouldn't drink anyways because
I
it's
don't
just
know, man.
weird.
There's a lot of nutrients in milk.
Yeah, I'd rather drink almond milk than like cow milk.
Almond milk is good too. I'll drink that shit. I don't know why people have such an aversion to almond milk. I've talked to people who are like, fucking hate that shit.
Because they
I
were
can't
raised
do it.
on 2%.
2%.
They ate their fucking Cocoa Puffs with fucking 2%.
Yeah.
I don't know. I grew up with whole milk, but that's probably why I like almond milk because it's not worse than whole milk.
I don't know enough about this subject.
Milk is,
I'm going off of taste. I think they taste all right.
yeah, I like that almond milk kind of has like a cinnamony taste. I don't know. Maybe that's just my imagination, but
You're just imagining it tastes like cinnamon.
and almonds, obviously.
Keep that as a running joke. Anytime you drink almond milk in front of people,
It
it
just
tastes like cinnamon.
Apple cinnamon. No,
Like,
just
no,
cinnamon.
no, it
Just
doesn't.
cinnamon.
Try to freak them out. I used to do that with people. Whenever I would cook something for people, I would. I forgot about this joke. I would always like eat it and like kind of make a weird face. I'm like, I'll try to take a bite at the same time as them. Try to fake
Yeah.
them out. Like, oh, this tastes like soap, and like watch their face. Like either they're like confused or like they're trying to taste for the soap. You know,
Yeah, they're
like
like,
it's like what?
I'm not tasting it. It tastes like
Soap.
no normal. Nah, dude, I'm getting this like really weird creamy soap.
Tastes like soap, man. It's pretty crazy. Like what people react differently every single time to that. It's pretty funny.
I like approaching people I've known for a while, but like purposely calling them by a different name. I have a friend named Nick that I call Travis all the time, and it gets on his
Way wrong.
It gets him. I just always thought his name was Travis at first, and then someone was like, "Nah, his name's Nick," and I was like, "Are you serious?" Oh, I think I'm just gonna keep calling him Travis. I call my bass player Jack a lot. His name's Zach. It just happens. I don't know, but I think it's kind of funny, especially when you start to do it on purpose and people respond. People don't know how to respond to something like that.
Or if they start answering just like normal and then
Yeah, they
people
just
observe the
you just kind of have to
situation.
laugh it off so they don't get too mad about it.
I'm just
Like
imagining
my name is this. My name is Jack.
just imagining somebody watching it from the outside. Like that guy's name isn't Travis.
Oh
Why is he
no,
calling
yeah,
him Travis?
lots of people don't get the joke. That's the funniest part, I think, is people not getting the joke.
there's
The
a
funny part is that you didn't get it.
there's value there that people don't understand.
I know.
They're like,
It's
why did you
sad.
do that? Because you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, yeah, you never
Like you're
understand.
not supposed to get it.
I'm
It's funny.
spouting bullshit to make you look silly, or to make you think that you're
Yeah.
that I'm silly. I don't know.
Well,
Just
it's
want
good
to
to know that I'm not alone.
just want to
As far
confuse
as
you.
like, there's people out there that make shit funny for themselves.
Yeah, that's. I mean, what else are you gonna do?
There's not a lot of us out there.
Fart in a Kohl's while you're shopping retail?
Maybe.
Definitely. Blame it on somebody else. That's one of my favorite things about music, like shows. It's like you can fart and nobody will know it's you. Well, I probably just gave myself away, but
I don't know, man. It'd be pretty hard to.
like you got to do it while the band's going because everybody's vibrating a little bit. You know, like nobody's gonna know that you just shit your pants.
The vibration is what.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
what's the cover.
yeah, and the loud noise. Like
Like
nobody's
yes.
gonna, they're just gonna smell it, but it already smells like shit half the time. So it's not like anybody's gonna really notice. You can fart as loud and as free as you want at a show, and no
Dude,
one's gonna look at you any different than before. Just play it off.
you,
I bet you everybody knew that.
you know you can prep that shit to clear a room. You could make it smell bad.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You just have to. You
Would it
know,
make
sometimes you have to fart.
Would it make the joke
I'm
better?
like kind of like the fartiest person in the room most of the time. Though. I have to fart right now. I'm
Okay.
actually holding it in.
Well, it's a pretty big room.
Nah, because I farted in the shower earlier and that was rank, dude. Dude, I was like
All
washing
right,
my
man.
knees and I was like,
I'll
I was like,
trust
oh, my mouth is open and everything.
you.
It was gnarly. I was
go ahead
like,
and
you know
trust
what?
you on that
I'm
one.
getting out. I'm getting out of the shower. Right now is a gas chamber. Straight up. I was like, this is fucked up. I'm the only one that has to suffer right now. This isn't funny. It's funny now that I look back, but when it happened, I was traumatized. I got hit in the face by a wafting hot air fart. It was gross. It was all wet.
Yelling.
I hope
Top
y'all
of
are
your lungs in
enjoying
the
my
shower.
shit talk.
Like it's a gas chamber. Let me out of
Yeah,
here.
it was. Well, I don't have a shower curtain on the shower because it's like a weird little walk-in shower. So it's like tile and it's like a little cube and it's like a stand-in shower. So it really encapsulates farts. Like really, it's the
Oh, it's
second time I've
small.
done that to myself this week. It's pretty gnarly. I gotta
God damn.
stop, but yeah, I ate some pretty shitty food right before I got in the shower.
That's not good.
Nah, next time I
No
get in the
good.
shower and then eat food, I think. Because then I'll eliminate that fartiness before the shower
Maybe.
or during.
I don't know, man.
It's rough. Have you ever farted in the shower and like,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
yeah, it
It's
feels like
pretty
somebody's
bad when you
fucking trying
feel
to
like
choke
it.
you
When
out.
you
Their
feel like
butthole.
it changes the temperature.
It definitely
Feel like you made
oh,
it hotter.
Man, you fucking
Oh,
blew
man.
up the fucking shower, dude.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling. I think it's hilarious, but like it's not that funny when it happens. Oh, it's
It
gross.
gives you a story for later.
We're gross.
Get to tell your buddies when you go to practice.
I'll tell anybody. I don't give a fuck. Tell the homeless guy at the bus stop.
Tell the poor dude doing framing while you're doing windows.
Oh yeah, I'll tell the homeowner. Nah, my favorite thing about
Homeowner.
but you'll never guess what happened to me this morning.
Hey, you ever fart in the shower?
Yeah.
You ever
right.
fart in the shower, man?
Yeah.
Just talking with a
And the
customer.
homeowner's probably got a worse story than I've got.
Oh, do I ever?
They're
Oh,
just not
boy.
brave enough to say it out loud. So pathetic.
All right. Well, oh, man, we've been chilling here, fucking bullshitting for almost an hour and a half now.
Right on.
We probably had about 5 sentences about audio.
Yeah. Hey, it's
Okay.
noise, baby.
They call this things beyond sound.
Oh,
So
well, we
my
made a
idea
bunch
was-
of
it
fucking
was,
noise.
it was like, we're not talking about the audio, the music the whole time. It's not just a fucking interview.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
just
Oh,
talking bullshit.
I like that.
It's everything that's not your fucking band.
Yeah. I like that.
So yeah,
Music is dumb and stupid
sometimes, man.
most of the time.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to make money off of it.
Well, you can't do that.
Not in metal.
Not, not at all.
You can definitely make money in music. In metal, good fucking luck.
Yeah, there's not enough comic book movies like where it looks
Needs to
like
be
a
more.
comic book.
Needs to be more
You know?
Punisher movies.
Yeah, but that's like Five Finger Death Punch type stuff. I feel
They need to step up their game.
like the only people I know that watch Punisher are the people that have those big trucks with the Punisher stickers, and then they're also listening to Five Finger Death Punch at the same time.
Five Finger Fruit Punch.
Yeah, it's all intermingled.
I don't know. That show's pretty badass.
I never watched
You
it.
never seen it?
I don't watch a whole lot of television.
Hmm. Well,
I have a hard time staying
as
awake.
far as yeah, well, as far as the Marvel shit goes, as far as like the modern Marvel stuff goes, like Daredevil, the series is really good, and The Punisher's good. All the other ones on Netflix, don't even bother.
Yeah,
Like
honestly,
Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, like
trust
fucking
me,
just
I ain't bothering with any of that shit. Honestly, the comic book shit that they've made is all kind of just a heaping pile of garbage.
a lot of it, most of it, almost all of it. Yeah,
Not all of it. There are some good ones.
I like
but
Iron
I
Man,
couldn't name
the
one.
first Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man.
I like the first Thor movie.
I mean, Batman's pretty cool. I like the Dark Knight.
I like
I like
yeah, the Dark Knight
I like
series
the
was
Joker
good.
movie.
That's not Marvel, but the Dark Knight series was good. I distinguish. I can see the difference between the two. It matters to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference for sure, but comic books are comic books.
DC is all over the fucking place. Marvel
Very
at least
true.
has
Very
their
tr-
scientific, nerdy
very,
science fiction
very true.
style.
You're right.
DC is just like, well, let's see what fucking crazy shit we can come out with next.
Which isn't that
What
bad.
kind of version of Spider-Man are we gonna come out with now? Like,
Right, yeah.
let's bring Tobey Maguire back.
Honestly, please do. I identify with that nerd.
I like the
so
first
hard.
Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
That was good.
one.
All the first movies.
I like the Spider-Man one.
I didn't like number 3.
I don't remember number 3.
Yeah, because it was dumb. It had they tried to do Venom.
Yeah,
they tried to
that
do
one
Venom.
was kind of shitty.
It was bad. But
It was bad.
I don't know. Oh man, I just got to see that new Batman movie, and I'll probably be done for superhero movies.
Nah, dude. That's I heard. I mean, my girlfriend watched it. I don't know. She's like, I like Robert Pattinson. I was like, of course you do. Like as Batman. No.
Well,
We could agree on Christian Bale though. I like Christian Bale as Batman, even though he talks like this. I like that.
yeah, all the Batmans do that voice now, but I thought Christian Bale did it the best.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of
He scares the
started
shit
that
out of me. If he did that shit to me and I like in the middle of the night in an alley, dude, I'd be shitting my pants.
Yeah, definitely. Especially
Holy
because he's
fuck.
gonna fucking out tech you.
Don't beat me up, Christian Bale.
Ah, dude, I'll fucking kick Christian Bale's ass.
Have you seen that freak out video? There's a video of him just freaking out on the set of Terminator Salvation.
Really?
Fucking losing it on this fucking camera, dude.
Hell yeah.
I forget why, but he was probably like, I can't imagine what it's like being
Yeah, I had a
an
bad
actor high strung on that fucking set like that.
Probably smoking meth.
I'm
just kidding.
probably not meth. I wouldn't rule out drugs. It probably was not
some
meth.
cocaine. It's Hollywood.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
they don't. I don't think they do a lot of meth on the movie sets there.
You don't know that.
Not the actors. The stagehands. I don't know.
Yeah, the camera guys. They're like, we gotta be up for 8
There's
hours.
some questionable stagehands out there.
I know. I'm one of them.
Hope I'm not offending anybody.
Maybe. fuck it, be offended.
You know, some of those stage hands need a little pick me up. They're about at the end of their fucking rope, dude.
Oh, I know. Dude, some of them are
These
like
people still
fucking like
working.
really old. Some are like in their 60s or 70s. There's a guy that I work with, he's like in his 80s. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. He used to work with the dead Kennedys and shit. Like, I'm like, you are fucking ancient, dude. Half the time he doesn't even know what's going on because he's just like kind of just so old. He just kind of sits there and like looks around. He doesn't really do anything. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, but they pay him for his experience, air quotes.
I don't know what they pay him for. I really, to be there, that's about it. I mean, if he shows up, he's a pretty cool dude. He's just fucking old. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be there one day. It's gonna suck. Like, you're still working the door. I'm like, yeah, I'm still working the door.
Well,
I'm gonna die at this fucking here podium.
well, maybe a tsunami will take you out before then.
Yeah, on the cliffs of the fucking cliffs of the ocean, smoking a pipe.
I'll be smoking a blunt.
I'll smoke whatever as long as it's fucking weed.
I want to die smoking a blunt. I don't want no fucking pipe in my hand.
Definitely don't want to be doing a dab when I die. There's a lot
Dab?
of D's. There's a lot of D's.
Doing dabs when you die.
Hope I'm doing dabs when
I
I
just
die.
recently got a Puffco.
How's that treating you?
They're pretty cool, dude.
Yeah?
It's fucking easy as hell. I love it. I would never do dabs without it.
Is it just like a pen you drop dabs into?
Sort of. It's about the size of a beer can, honestly. But there's like a little bowl, and it's like a little ceramic on the inside, and has a little cap. You take the cap off, and you just drop something in there, put the cap back on, tap the button twice, and it heats up. And
Is
like,
it a bag?
no,
Like what do you hit it out of?
um,
You just hit the thing?
well, it's got like a base that has the battery and it holds the bowl on the end, and then the upper part is like a piece of glass that has some water in it.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a battery base and a piece of glass that has like some water filtration on it, and then the bowl comes off of the base.
How do you hit it though?
Um, on the glass,
Oh, you hit the
you
glass.
push the button twice,
Okay.
and it'll heat up, and then it'll vibrate when it's ready, and then you can just puff on it, and it's at the right temperature.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, and then you just put it down. You're done. Like,
And also
you
really
don't have to
high.
torch shit. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You just
Sick,
It's
dude.
fucking awesome. You have to clean it a lot. It was pretty expensive, so I'm trying to keep it clean so it doesn't break.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little parts in the
I imagine
electronics.
that shit.
Yeah, you don't want it to get all sticky. But it's pretty sweet, man. I fucking hate using torches for
Sounds like it's
dabs.
clean.
Yeah, it gets you really high. You can put a lot in there if you want. You can drop a whole fucking big ass ball of
Like roll the
concentrate
whole
in there.
gram up and drop it in
want?
there. That's intense.
Actually, you might not be able to do that. The bowl's kind of small. It might bubble up.
Just
and,
enough, just enough for it to be too much.
They're coming out with a new bowl, I heard, though. A bigger one that you can do fucking big ass drags on.
Smoke weed out of it?
No.
Just dab.
It's all concentrates. It's specifically like a piece made for concentrates. But it's good, man. Just electronic little bowl. Heats up.
Hell yeah.
It's like an instant
That's
e-nail.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I couldn't do dabs with a torch. I tried and I just got bored. It's fucking too much work.
I didn't light anything on fire, so
Well, you have to sit there and
Yeah.
torch the bottom and like
low a little bit.
and,
It's like heating up a tray. You're like, I gotta burn this glass until it gets hot enough for me to drop this concentrate weed that's gonna get me too high.
Well, I never thought of it like as if it was like that, but it's just the fact that there's so many steps. It's like smoking weed.
And then not burning yourself on top of
yeah,
it.
you have to like be careful too, because everything's like 500 degrees now. So
Yeah. You're not pulling a bong bowl. You're fucking. You're not pulling shit.
I have a scar on my pinky here, because
Yeah.
my buddy had an e-nail.
Yeah, my hands have gotten so like calloused over the years that I don't even like use anything to pull stuff out of the oven anymore. I'm just fucking like bare and shit.
People just looking at you all wide-eyed, like, what the fuck?
Like the air fryer, I'm just like, fuck this shit. I'm pulling this fucking shit out. I don't even give a fuck anymore. I don't feel it. I don't feel
Yeah,
it.
my hands used to be better. Like when I used to dig a lot, I used to do pool electric 5 days a week.
Oh
My
yeah.
hands would be fucking rough because
Yeah.
I didn't wear gloves on purpose. Like,
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, I
See,
don't want
that's
to wear gloves. Like,
well, I've done that,
because
but
like your hands get so rough, like you don't, then they become like so strong, like,
yeah.
and they don't get cut.
I don't
They don't
like. I
feel
like having
sore.
soft hands, so
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I do. My hands aren't really soft, but I mean,
My hands are soft now. All I do is fucking wrap
I'm
cables
really
and move
tired of like
speakers.
getting little cuts all over my fingers and shit. So I wear gloves when I work because
Hmm.
those little fucking micro cuts fucking really piss me off.
Yeah.
That's what really grinds my gears. That and when someone holds their finger up to tell me to wait, I'm like, don't fucking bite your finger right off. Like, don't fucking give me that finger, dude. Don't tell me to or none of that shit.
I have to do
Bite it
that.
off.
So- we have to do that on stage in theater, like when the show's going on.
Well, fucking don't do that. No, it's got to be
Just get
it's
all
got to be
pissed, like,
context.
well,
Like if it's like part of the thing, whatever. But if you're like fucking like, give me 1 second and like moving your head all like ghetto and
being
shit.
like giving gestures and like hold up a hand to you.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
like yeah, don't do
hold
that.
up.
Like when you press the button at the fucking red light and it goes, wait, wait, wait. I always just like, you
Don't
better
rip
not
it off.
fucking say
Fucking
that
roll.
one more time, motherfucker. I dare you. I know it's just me pressing the button, but I like to get agitated at things that I can't control. So, whatever.
I like to imagine I could rip one of those out of the ground.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, if I could, I mean, that's what happens when you play GTA too much. You like get out of your bedroom, you take a drive down the highway, and you're just
Zero
watching.
four.
In your mind, I'm just watching fucking. In my mind, I'm just watching fucking semis blow up with. I don't know. GTA's. It really makes me violent.
Yeah, when they came out with Pokemon Go, I was thinking they'd come out. I was hoping they'd come out with GTA Go. You could like
Yeah,
really
yeah.
steal cars with your phone,
That never happened.
hold people up in the.
That got
You
shut down right away.
Come on, Rockstar. Where is it at? We need some GTA Go.
I never played Pokemon Go.
Me neither. I never downloaded that shit.
I don't trend like that too hard.
I was working at QT when people had Pokemon Go.
Oh, nice.
Actually, wait. No, I was working somewhere else, but I remember watching people just walk in, like working on Pokemon Go, like or just playing on Pokemon Go. Everything they're doing, they just have it open all the time.
I blame the pandemic on Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it happened before that.
I'm,
It's way before that.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I don't. It's kind of a blur. Everything pre-pandemic is a blur.
Yeah, my whole life is a blur.
I was born after the
Honestly,
pandemic.
no, it really just feels like there's 2 years. There's like a gap in time from before the pandemic and at like now. Like,
Yeah.
like there's a whole 2 years of just going to work or not. Like,
It's
and
weird.
that
Like,
was it. And like maybe you'd look forward to like eating food or like taking your morning shit or something. But that was like the whole pandemic. Like playing video games and like watching TV. Like lunching.
dude, my life did not change like at all for the pandemic.
I mean, mine didn't either, except there were less people on the highway.
Yeah, for a little bit. In Arizona,
It
they,
was
they
awesome
stopped
though.
giving a shit for a while. Like after a month or two, everyone was right back on the road. Nobody gave a
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, it was still lighter, but I mean, there was a good while where like the air started clearing up, like all the smog started going away and shit. I was like, damn, it's crazy.
Actually, the only difference was that I had to like be careful where I ate lunch because
Usually.
I didn't carry a mask with me
Oh yeah.
because I think is bullshit. I still think they're bullshit. I don't think they did anything at all to do anything with COVID at all. They didn't do shit.
Yeah, I
But it's
don't
hard to
know.
say, really. But like when I would walk into a McDonald's, I was digging trenches and doing pool electric and shit.
Mhm.
If I had a mask anywhere on me or in the truck at all, it'd be fucked up. It would be covered in dust and dirt, and I don't want that shit on my face.
Yeah.
So I would go into McDonald's and I would wait in line at lunch and whatever. And about I got up to the register, and they would go, "Hey, we can't serve you if you don't have a mask." Like, okay,
Yeah.
walk right out.
I don't know.
Just walk out. Like,
I don't really give a shit. I
I
just put a mask on. It really didn't affect my
well, the thing
life.
is, like, I just
Honestly, it
didn't carry
benefited
it.
my life to an extent because then I could stink.
Yeah,
Give people a shitty face at any time, and also it concealed my identity, which I liked, and I also liked the fact that when I was doing like a lot of like messy dust work and stuff, I like had to wear a mask,
yeah.
so it was like, well, this is best case scenario right now. It really kind of benefited my life to wear a mask, but
It was just the
as
silliness
soon as
of
people
like,
really stop like doing that. Like, there's a lot of people out here that just stop. I'm like, well, if you're not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. Because it got to the point where you'd be the only one wearing a mask, and then it'd be like you're the only person doing that,
yeah,
and you seem weird for doing it. So it's like, well, I guess I'm not doing that anymore. Plus, it's yeah. I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't really I don't really care. Like, whatever.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, honestly, that was the biggest way that the pandemic affected my life at all. Is that I had to keep walking out of McDonald's. Like, so I guess it was a blessing.
yeah, I
It
guess
kind of
that's,
pissed me off in the moment,
yeah.
but
I
that was the
mean,
biggest thing I had to worry about.
I've been turned away for worse things.
Yeah, no shit.
You know.
The most mild thing in the world. Yeah, I've been turned away for worse.
Sir, please put your pants back on. No, thank you. I just won't eat here then. What, you
If
don't
I
want to
can't
stare at a
smoke
grown
this
man's
blunt,
dick while I eat McDonald's? Come on.
if I can't smoke this blunt with my Big Mac,
Hey, I
what's the
found out
point?
that people don't like people that wear shoes without socks. I
I
didn't know
do
that
that
was a
sometimes.
bad,
I only do that.
bad.
I
I
only
don't like that. It's bad.
okay. People don't like a lot of things I do, man.
Yeah, well, that's just part about being a caveman. It's just things they don't understand, like
Hey, man.
finger foods.
Sometimes I wake up and my fucking dog, this 80-pound German Shepherd, is staring me in the face, just whining. Like, take me out. And I'm like, okay, 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 okay. And I gotta fucking just throw my shoes on. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
look for socks.
Honestly, my dog wakes me up. My girlfriend's allergic to her fur, so she's not allowed to sleep in the bedroom anymore.
Hmm.
And I'll close the door on her, and she'll sit out there for like 35, 45 minutes going, grumbling and shit. God damn it, Zaya. So I'll have to like get out of bed and like open the door and tell her to fuck off or go lay on the couch. It's always a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's got a shit.
Luckily, the German Shepherd that's at our place is pretty much just independent. Just chills on her bed out in the living room.
Hell yeah. Do you guys just have a studio here?
Huh?
Just a studio?
No, we got a 2 bedroom.
Nice.
But we got a roommate too. So it's
Okay.
3 adults living in a 2 bedroom.
With a German
It
Shepherd?
sounds ridiculous when you say it like that, but that's how it is, man.
Yeah, I mean,
3 adults in a 2 bedroom apartment. Like, that's how you have to live nowadays.
yeah.
Fucking
I'm lucky
crazy.
enough to live in a house with 3 adults and 2 dogs
We were in a house.
and some birds that live in our patio. They like these sparrows started nesting in our house, like in the
You just
walls.
leave them?
Yeah, sparrows are cool. They're just roommates
Yeah,
that.
sure.
I mean, they're probably shitting in the vents, but who cares? Everything poops.
Yeah. Bird flu, whatever.
I mean, it's not like we're eating them. They're over my roommate's room anyways. I'm not worried about it.
All right, then.
I changed the air
There's a
filters.
degree of
once a month.
separation there. We're good.
Yeah, it's far from my room. I'm not worried about it. It's in the walls.
Perfect.
just where I liked it to be.
Better than in the room.
Well, I think it's like I think they found like a little gap between like the ceiling and like the attic or something. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Dude, birds love that shit.
But it's usually a place that would have like chicken wire behind it so that birds couldn't live in there. But I think the birds like tore it down and fucking moved in anyways. They're
Damn.
like squatters' rights, bitch.
Fucking hardcore birds.
Yeah, they're just little sparrows that fly past your head when you're like, I'll be like smoking a bowl on my back patio in the morning, and they'll be like right past my fucking head and like right into the hole, and like
You gotta catch
these
one.
motherfuckers haven't paid rent in 3 months.
You gotta
Like,
catch one day. Just catch it.
I like sparrows though. I think they're cute little fuckers.
Well, those are the ones that are just like little round
Like,
balls, like
yeah.
golf ball looking things. They just
Mhm.
hop around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
those
like
things are
those.
cool.
They're just tiny little fuckers. Them and hummingbirds, I like them.
They don't make a lot of noise. That's why I like them.
Hummingbirds make a ton of noise. If they fly next to your head, they're like, it's like fucking,
Tiny helicopter.
yeah, basically, you're like, what the fuck was that? You're like, oh, it's a hummingbird. That's sick.
You seen them fight?
No,
Dude, they're
seen 'em
super.
fuck.
Hummingbirds are super territorial. They fight a lot. They get pissed.
yeah.
They get angry.
I'm food aggressive.
And those things like dogfight in the air. It's
That's
impressive, dude. Because they're like
I'm gonna go home
acrobats
and look
in
up
the air.
a YouTube video. I
Dude,
promise you.
Hummingbirds fighting. It's pretty crazy.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
they go all over.
there's a homies band called Hummingbird of Death. Those guys are sick. They're from
Sounds familiar.
Idaho. They're like grindcore.
It sounds really familiar, actually. Somebody told me about those.
Yeah,
Somebody
we
told me
just
about
played a
those dudes.
fest with them in Oakland actually not that long ago.
Well, that wouldn't have been why, but
Nah,
Hummingbirds of Death. That sounds really. I don't know.
Hummingbird of Death. They're sick.
Interesting.
There's a lot of sick bands right now. So many.
Well, you got to give me some local ones that might want to be on this,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it, show.
I mean, there's so many bands.
Well, I need people who want to be on this show. I don't just need bands, because I've hit up bands and they don't fucking hit me back.
Yeah, you hit up the Facebook pages.
Yeah, I try.
It's usually because only one person runs
I know that.
shit.
I know that. I've managed a
You
band.
message
I know how
me
it goes.
personally. See, that's how you do it.
Yeah, well,
That's how you do it. I probably would have ignored it too if it was on the band page.
I messaged your band page
Did I ignore it?
way before I messaged you personally.
Did I ignore it?
Yeah, they all go ignored, dude. I don't.
Yeah, I think it
I
goes
try
into, like,
anyways. I don't care. They just
Like Facebook owns that shit now, so it's just as shitty as Facebook. But they basically have like these like secondary mess. Like they have like your important, and then they have your like. There's like 3 different categories of messages you can like filter through. So
Yeah.
Like sometimes it just doesn't fucking show you a notification for that specific folder, and you're like, cool. So I missed this message. They just sent us a sick ass show offer. Oh wait, it was in September of 2019. Cool. Like it's 2022.
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hit up Gate Creeper. Hit up I think I sent Scattered Guts a message. They're out here. Pelvic
very good.
Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Sent them a message. Just nobody responds. Kill Command. They responded.
Yeah.
I gotta hit that guy up.
What's the name? Sage.
Sage, yeah.
Yeah.
Sage messaged me back, and now that I'm thinking about it, I probably dropped the ball and forgot to respond.
Nah. You can just hit him up anytime, I'm sure.
Yeah, I gotta reply and get him on here. He might be
Most of the people out here are pretty chill. It's just you gotta message them personally.
dude, everyone in the metal scene is so like isolated. They're all on their little islands.
It's kind of
They
true.
just yeah, it's just that's how it goes.
We're just floating around like little metal musicians.
It's a big
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
if yeah,
I need to smoke more weed.
that's how I feel whenever I feel loopy. Just like fuck, I need more weed. But shit, dude. I just need more I want more of a variety too, you know?
Yeah.
Like I have a bunch of metalheads on here, but I'm trying to get more out of the scene. But all my friends are in the metal scene. So
What other
it's so
what other
easy.
scenes are you trying to penetrate?
Well, I had a dude who made he makes like pop music. A guy named Danny Silvertone, he was on here. I've had a few rappers on here, but that was like back when I was going to school at Crass.
Mm. You went to
So they were
class?
just students in my class,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But man, anybody from any genre. I just have a huge like huge pile of metalheads that I have on the show.
Yeah,
It's like
well,
most of my
honestly,
episodes are metal.
metalheads are usually the most down to earth I've been, as far as I've encountered, but not always.
Not always, no.
Uh,
But in the metal scene, you do not have to hide shit. That's for sure. Nobody gives a fuck.
nah, people
Like
still hide shit though.
they do, but you don't have to.
No, no, like you said, everybody's in their own little bubble.
hmm
Their own little bubble. All I know is I just work. I just work, and sometimes I play music.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes I do shit that I shouldn't do.
oh, sometimes you do shit you shouldn't do.
Yeah,
That's everybody. That's most Americans, I think.
I make poor life decisions.
Yeah, don't we all? Like being on this podcast, right?
Nah,
It
this is more of a talk show.
is a talk show. Well, talk show, podcast, what the fuck is the difference? The camera?
Maybe
I don't know.
there
I'll have a
probably is
camera
a
someday.
difference.
I need to have somebody do my video switching for
Somebody
me.
out there is gonna think I'm an asshole. That's all I know.
Like future tense?
Like current tense, like constant
Like
tense.
for years.
Like every day of my life, somebody's out there thinking, "Goddamn, Rob's an asshole."
All right. Well, I think everybody's a little bit of an asshole. At least they have the potential to be.
Yeah,
So it's okay.
I equate life to a gas station hot dog. So
You equate life to a gas station hot dog.
Mhm.
Some of those are pretty fucking good, man.
Some of them are pretty fucking bad.
I like the QT hot dogs. QT
I
hot
like
dogs
the
are
all
good.
beef hot dogs. Doesn't matter where it comes from.
QT has all beef hot dogs.
I think Circle K does too.
I don't care. I don't go to Circle K.
I don't believe you.
All right, dude. I go to Circle K when I have to.
Called
When I
out.
have no fucking choice.
Well, sometimes you just don't get a choice. Circle
Yeah.
K just beckons you.
If I had a choice, I would choose any gas station besides Circle K.
Even 7-Eleven.
Yeah, dude, actually, if there was a 7-Eleven next to a Circle K, I'd
I
probably
live
go to
next
7-Eleven first.
7-Eleven.
Just
And the
out of
only reason
spite.
I go is it's closer. I don't have a gas station opinion.
Maybe I just don't
I
have
like
a lot of
them all
experience.
if I can buy something from them and it not make me sick.
I don't like when I have to wait in line for 5 minutes and there's only two people in line. That shit pisses me off.
I
And
guess
that's every time I walk into a goddamn Circle K.
it's because they don't get paid enough to deal with your ass.
They don't get trained to deal with my ass.
Well, that's probably true.
They just hire people off the fucking street and give them a T-shirt that says Circle K
Hey,
and a
I
name
mean-
tag that says any random name. It could not even be their name. I
I
don't
tried to get a
care.
job at Circle K once.
Tried to.
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't
how hard
hire-
did you try?
I mean, pretty hard.
Damn.
Yeah,
I've seen some people working
I
there
didn't
that
get
like,
the job.
what did you do in that interview, man?
I don't know. I even dressed nice. Maybe that's what I did.
Maybe that's your problem.
Dress nice.
Maybe you should
You're,
look like
you're a little
tweaker. Fuck.
overqualified. You need to fucking show up with
You need
like
to smoke more meth.
neon hair
You have too
and
many teeth.
yeah. No, I think I'm working on it. I'm working on losing at least a front tooth. You know, it's life goals. Be toothless.
Yeah, I need a gap, a couple gaps. Girls, you know, how can you tell I've really lived some life?
I don't think I even have enamel on my teeth anymore. I think I had early onset gum disease like 6 years ago. I don't know. What's a dentist?
I don't know, man. I just chew ice. It helps me clean my teeth.
Is that oh, you did that thing where you confused me.
I mean, I think, I don't know. I feel like my teeth feel cleaner after I chew ice. I don't chew solid shit though. Like that solid McDonald's ice. No, that stuff's not good for
Like
you.
the little ice, like the
I like
Sonic ice cube.
QT ice,
Yeah,
crushed,
yeah, yeah,
like little
yeah.
crushed ice. That shit'll clean your teeth, man.
Really?
Yeah, my mouth feels so much better after I chew a bunch of little crushed ice balls.
Really?
Yeah, it's better.
You fucking with me right now?
No, my teeth feel clean. It's great.
I think he's fucking with me
You can try it out.
right
I mean, it's cheap. An
Yeah,
ice
yeah.
cup at QT is 50 cents.
Man, I don't know. That's pushing my budget a little too far, dude.
That's too much, man. I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah, I owe the government that money,
All right,
actually.
well, it's getting pretty late and I want to go smoke some weed. So,
Yeah, we're gonna go smoke some weed.
yep. It was nice talking with you, man.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you too, man. Thanks for having me.